In Japan, there's an undeniable culture of intense academic pressure, where teenagers often spend more hours on schoolwork than many of us spend awake. It's easy to admire their discipline from the outside, but the reality is that a significant portion of these students are simply eager to finish school and leap into the rapidly growing world of esports. Interestingly, daily routines like personal hygiene often take a back seat in the pursuit of academic success. For many, their productivity boost comes from chugging energy drinks between study sessions, fueling their long hours of work. So what's the secret to their seemingly endless productivity? Surprisingly, it's not as mysterious as it might appear. I was on the verge of spending weeks researching various productivity methods, diving deep into books and studies, but a key insight revealed itself, saving me both time and effort. What I discovered is that productivity operates within a cycle, a self-perpetuating loop that once set in motion can generate continuous momentum. Picture this. You get a surge of motivation, prompting you to begin working. Completing that work provides a sense of accomplishment, which in turn fuels more motivation, and the cycle repeats itself. The more motivated you become, the more you achieve, and the more you achieve, the more motivation you gain. It's a powerful feedback loop that, when harnessed correctly, can transform even the most daunting tasks into manageable milestones. Next time you find yourself lacking the drive to be productive, think of this cycle. It simplifies the often complex nature of productivity into a clear and actionable concept, one that you can easily recall on those mornings when getting out of bed feels like a monumental challenge. Have you ever noticed how you can procrastinate for weeks on an essay, but as soon as the deadline is looming, you suddenly find yourself in a flurry of activity, producing your best work in the 11th hour? That's because when the clock is ticking, your motivation spikes, propelling the productivity cycle into overdrive. At that moment, distractions, fatigue, and even boredom seem to melt away, allowing you to focus entirely on the task at hand. This productivity cycle also explains why something as simple as a to-do list can be so remarkably effective. Each time you check off an item, you send a clear signal to your brain. I've accomplished something. I've completed a task. This small but significant act of recognition boosts your motivation, encouraging you to tackle the next item on your list with renewed vigor. It's a snowball effect. Each small win builds momentum, making the next task that much easier to start and complete. This is precisely why the most productive individuals almost always maintain detailed to-do lists. Breaking down a large, seemingly insurmountable task like homework into smaller, more manageable steps not only clarifies what needs to be done, but also rewards you with a motivational boost after each step is completed. The sense of progress you feel after checking off even the smallest task can be incredibly empowering, propelling you forward with a sense of purpose and direction. To keep this productivity cycle running smoothly and efficiently, it's essential to create a to-do list that's not just detailed, but meticulously so. The more detailed, the better. Consider breaking tasks down into their most basic components, rather than simply writing "study for biology exam." Break it down into smaller tasks like review Chapter 5 notes, complete practice quiz, and summarize key concepts. This level of detail not only reduces overwhelm, but also provides you with numerous opportunities to celebrate small victories throughout your day. However, even the most detailed to-do list won't be of much help if you're struggling with motivation. The good news is that you can still kickstart the productivity cycle, even on days when your motivation is running on empty. Here are a few strategies to help you get started. Reconnect with your why. Start by reminding yourself why you're doing this work in the first place. What is the ultimate goal? What drives you to succeed? Whether it's achieving academic success, advancing in your career, or improving your skills, keeping your end goal in mind can provide a powerful source of motivation. Focus on what you enjoy. Identify the aspects of your work that you genuinely enjoy. Maybe it's the satisfaction of solving a complex problem, the creativity involved in a particular project, or the sense of accomplishment you feel when you make progress. By focusing on the positive aspects, you can transform even mundane tasks into opportunities for fulfillment. Create a challenge. Challenge yourself to see how much you can accomplish in a set amount of time. Treat it like a race against the clock. Set a timer for 30 or 60 minutes and aim to complete as much as possible within that window. This gamification of your work can inject a sense of urgency and excitement, making the task feel less like a chore and more like a competition. Integrate work into your routine. Incorporate work into your daily routine so that it becomes a habit. By consistently working at the same time each day, Whether it's first thing in the morning, during a midday break, or in the evening, you'll start to associate that time with productivity. Over time, it will feel strange not to work during those designated hours, and you'll find it easier to get started each day. But what if you wake up one day feeling utterly unmotivated, like the last thing you want to do is tackle your to-do list? In these moments, it's important to remember that you don't always need to wait for motivation to strike. Sometimes just starting with the work itself can be enough to ignite the productivity cycle. Even if you feel completely drained, try doing just 1 minute of work. That's right, just 1 minute. Whether it's writing a single sentence, solving one math problem, or organizing one file, the act of starting, no matter how small, can create the momentum you need to keep going. Often completing even the tiniest task will give you the push you need to continue. And before you know it, the productivity cycle will be in full swing. This approach is one reason why students at prestigious universities like Oxford are able to study for 40 hours a week, even when they don't feel particularly motivated. Instead of focusing on the daunting prospect of studying for hours on end, they break it down into smaller, more manageable chunks. They might start with the goal of studying for just 1 hour, and before they know it, they've made significant progress. By taking it one step at a time, they're able to maintain their momentum and achieve their goals. Of course, the productivity cycle isn't infallible. As with any process, there are factors that can slow it down or even bring it to a halt. Fatigue, confusion, boredom, anxiety, and distractions are all common culprits that can disrupt your flow and make it difficult to stay on track. However, the good news is that these obstacles can be managed, and in some cases, even used to your advantage. One effective strategy for overcoming these challenges is to take a break and go for a walk, especially if you can get outside and enjoy some fresh air. A walk can help clear your mind, boost your energy levels, and give you the opportunity to refocus on your goals. It's a chance to step away from your work, collect your thoughts, and plan your next move. Walking is also an excellent way to relieve anxiety, as it allows your mind to wander and process your thoughts in a more relaxed environment. By giving yourself this mental and physical break, you can return to your work with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. Beyond walking, there are other strategies you can use to tackle specific obstacles. Change your environment. Sometimes a simple change of scenery can do wonders for your productivity. If you find yourself stuck in a rut, try switching up your work environment. This could be as simple as moving to a different room, rearranging your desk, or even facing a different direction. The change in perspective can help refresh your mind and make your work feel more engaging. Address anxiety. When anxiety strikes, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and paralyzed. To combat this, ask yourself a few key questions. Why am I anxious? Is this fear realistic? What can I control in this situation? Often, breaking down your anxiety into manageable pieces can help reduce its power over you. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming exam, remind yourself that studying will improve your chances of success. Focus on what you can control, your preparation, and take things one step at a time. Minimize distractions. Distractions are the enemy of deep, focused work. To minimize their impact, take proactive steps to reduce or eliminate them. Start by putting your phone on silent and placing it out of reach, or even in another room. This simple action can drastically reduce the temptation to check it, allowing you to stay focused on your work. Additionally, consider using apps or tools designed to block distracting websites or notifications while you work. By creating a distraction-free environment, you'll be better equipped to enter a state of flow and maintain your productivity. As you can see, the productivity cycle is a powerful tool that, when properly understood and utilized, can help you achieve more with less effort. By recognizing the factors that influence your motivation and taking steps to maintain momentum, you can navigate even the most challenging tasks with confidence and ease. Remember, productivity isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter, finding ways to keep the cycle moving, and using your time and energy as efficiently as possible. So the next time you're facing a mountain of work, take a deep breath, start with one small task, and let the productivity cycle do the rest. You might be surprised at just how much you can accomplish. That's it for today. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your favorite productivity hack. Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.